Okay, A Cure for Wellness. This is a beautifully shot film that goes on a bit too long. This film's like 2 hours and 20 minutes. You have a guy who is sent from a successful company to get somebody to sign up on a merger that they also kind of want to assign some proprietaries to. Where is said executive that is needed for this? Well, he's at a wellness clinic. Okay. So, said young executive goes there. Gets into an accident and now is stuck in said location. Trying to figure out why a guy who is undeniably wealthy is pretty much stuck in a place where everything they do is water-based. Drinking specific water, fluoride in water, sensory deprivation in water. Water, water, water. But, so you have that mystery. To go along with that, you have the full history of the compound. History of the individual buildings. A whole host of characters who are just expositions. And then throw in a lot of beautifully shot, weird things. Some involving eels. Like eels in toilets, eels in bathtubs, eels underwater, eels above water. Water that becomes eels. Weird things in the water that kind of look like eels. Thinking you see eels when there are no eels. What do the eels mean? Well, you find out later throughout the film. Everyone's drinking this water in a wellness clinic, but everyone seems sick. People seem sicker over time. And then there's the last 15 minutes where you're like, okay, now we're going to be told the... Yeah, I did not see you going there. Did not. This film is beautiful. This is a visual feast of a film to watch. But this is laborious to get through. I will say, I think the main character, I want to say he's Dahan. That's the guy who plays him. He was in Chronicle. He was the Green Goblin in the Amazing Spider-Man movies. I think he's got this phenomenal look. He's got that Wes Bentley sort of screen presence and charisma that really works. And he's good in this sort of role. And the female lead, like Margot Goth, something like that, is great in her role. But there's so much going on. It's tough to get through because there's a lot that's going on. It keeps on feeling like that they should have... It should have been like recut and been a shade under 2 hours. If you trim this film up, I mean, it's got this great sense of just dreading and foreboding. But it just keeps on with that dread and foreboding. You keep on kind of going, like, guys... I think this set is beautiful, and you probably put a lot of time and thought and effort into, like, we're going to put this jar here, and zoom in on this jar, and focus on this jar, because it's really cool in its location with the light, and it's beautiful. After an hour and a half into it, you're kind of like, that's a beautiful looking jar, yes. Can just move along a little bit faster. If this film would have been condensed, if they'd have cut up maybe 15-20 minutes of this film and just condensed some scenes, because a lot of times it's just, what do you know about that room over there? And then there's the few minute soliloquy of, oh, it was this, and then this happened, and you just go, they just hand her a book, and it's like, you're going to read this chapter. To who? The dude's going to show up. You're just going to have just Okay, now you know everything about that building, its history, and why it's going to be important later on in the film. Like I said, visually, stunning. And if you've got the time, it's an interesting film. It's a unique concept, but there need to be some tweaks to this. Just because it's... I'm okay with the tense, long, foreboding sort of films. But you do hit a point where you're sitting back going, okay, so he's in the water. And I'm watching the guy who's supposed to make sure she's okay doing things why am I watching him doing this? I get that in order to be someone who works here, you probably have some sort of issues. I don't need to see that every single person who was here has a small enough contextual backstory. You've already gotten through enough, like, okay, yeah, this dude, crazy, 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 crazy. Everyone feels kind of slightly off. I don't need to see very specific things that these individuals are doing to make me go, oh, he's like the other 6 people who have some sort of weird thing that they're doing on.